After years stuck in development hell, the Minecraft movie, titled A Minecraft Movie, has officially hit theaters, and it's safe to say that people don't really know what to think about it. A quick scan of critic and audience review scores will tell you folks are split right down the middle, and so today I'm going to give you all my 2 cents on the matter. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and movie lovers of all kind, and welcome back to the channel. As always, I am your host, Brett Murphy, and for today's video, I'm going to be diving into the Minecraft movie. My likes, dislikes, lingering questions, favorite moments, and everything I am simply still scratching my head about. Before I hop into the actual video itself, I just wanted to let you all know that I have carefully curated playlists for every type of video I do, be it video essays like this one, ranking videos, top 10s versus videos, and so much more. There is a playlist for all, so I encourage you to explore the channel, and I guarantee you'll find something you like. And if by some chance you don't, then feel free to suggest something you might like. And so without further ado, let's hop right into things. To be 100% honest, I don't even know where to begin here because this movie is a lot. Like, a lot. Almost too much, in fact. It is weird, over the top, loud, in your face, absurd, insane, but also sort of funny, kinda heartfelt, and refreshingly ridiculous. I guess the easiest place to start is with the story, and we'll work our way down from there. The story is pretty simple and straightforward. Really, it's the type of story I'm sure a lot of folks are sick of right about now. Essentially, the only way to enter the overworld, or the base default starting world in Minecraft, for those of you who are a little less informed, is to combine this cube-shaped orb, a joke you'll get if you've seen the movie, and the Earth Crystal. At least I think it was called the Earth Crystal. Anyway, when these two items are combined, it opens a portal to this other world. The movie starts out with Steve's story. Steve, the default skin in Minecraft, is played by Jack Black, in what is by far his Jack Blackiest role yet. I mean, this guy goes full ham, or whole hog, whatever you want to call it. This is the Jack Blackiest Jack Black movie that Jack Black has ever Jack Blacked. As a child, he yearned for the mines, but was never allowed to enter, the whole no kids allowed thing. As an adult, his life is dull and lacking any meaning or purpose, so naturally he heads back to the mines. Within an instant, he discovers these two items, combines them, and enters the overworld, a place where he can truly be himself and unleash his full creativity. Eventually, after what is like years, I would guess, of building and exploring, he and his pet wolf, Dennis, find a portal in some ancient ruins that leads to the Nether, the dark dimension of the Minecraft world, ruled by an army of evil, gold-hungry pigs and their leader, Malgosha. To no one's surprise, they need the cube and crystal, so the portals can remain open so that they can mine the other worlds they can access with those items. Small asterisks next to that because they need to drink potion so they don't die upon entering the overworld. And so Steve gives it to Dennis to hide back in the real world. All of this unravels over a Jack Black narration before we even get the title card. So yeah, that's just the intro. One long, wild exposition dump filled with Minecraft inside jokes that my audience adored. From there, it goes exactly as you'd expect, because we've seen this plot 1,000 times. A group of misfits become unlikely heroes after discovering and combining the cube and crystal and being transported to the overworld. If you're looking for originality, look somewhere else. There are far better movies that feature a cast of characters exactly like this one that gets sucked into a video game, board game, movie, computer, alternate world, time travel, or whatever, and need to find their way back while saving said world, dimension, or time, and discovering themselves in the process. If you're not tired of that formula, then you may enjoy this movie, but if you are, this one will not win you over. The comedy was hit or miss with me. Sometimes I chuckled, sometimes I genuinely had a good laugh. Sometimes I laughed at the sheer stupidity, some of it was insanely cringe, and some of it missed the mark completely. Really, I found it to be insanely inconsistent on that front, but I would be lying if I said it didn't get me quite a few times. And as for the pacing, thankfully it was pretty good overall. Again, most of that will come down to how you feel about this type of story, whether the comedy works for you, and if you relate to the characters, who we'll discuss in just a second. But in terms of runtime, the movie is only an hour and 40 minutes or so long. And if you don't bother sticking around for the credits, it's more like an hour and a half, so I felt like it went by in a breeze. Now let's switch gears and talk about the characters and the performances. We already discussed Jack Black as Steve. He goes full Jack Black basically, and hams it up for every single second he is on screen. If you like his typical Jack Black shtick, you'll likely enjoy it here too, but if you don't like his style with the singing, many songs, some of which are admittedly catchy, the various bodily noises, strange voices and catchphrases, and especially the frantic head and body movements, you will definitely hate his performance here. Jason Momoa is on pretty equal footing though. Not quite as over the top as Black, but the character he plays is insanely stereotypical, but he leans into it in a way that I found pretty funny. Basically, he's a middle-aged man who won a gaming tournament back in 1989, I think it was then, and is still holding on to that, completely unwilling to let go or move on in any way. He owns a retro gaming store and struggles to make ends meet. He's a total bum that no one knows, likes, or remembers. Yet he's convinced himself he's still the coolest guy around, and that he knows everything about everything, or at least he puts on that facade for as long as he can. I thought his comedic timing was mostly on point, and it was just kind of fun to see him do something much goofier and a little less Aquaman. Unfortunately, that's where my in-depth thoughts end in terms of the cast, because I felt absolutely nothing one way or the other for any of the other cast members. Sebastian Hansen as Henry was the stereotypical loner/outsider kid who is this sort of special chosen one type that gets bullied in school but is super creative and basically belongs in the world of Minecraft, and that's it. His performance was fine, but the material was dry and predictable. Emma Myers plays Henry's big sister, who has to take care of him after their parents or parent, I honestly can't remember, dies. And that's essentially her whole thing. Like, that's the character. She's the worried big sister. If I'm being completely honest, I felt she was barely in the movie and super unmemorable. Then we come to Danielle Brooks, who I usually love, but felt she was the most useless, unnecessary character in the movie. The only other moderately notable character is Jennifer Coolidge as the vice principal, and as we all know by now, her only purpose in the movie is to occasionally pop up and make a funny because she goes on a date with an escaped villager. Although, to give credit where credit is due, as much as it pains me, the adult-oriented humor during her scenes did get a few chuckles out of me, so I'll give them that. Now for the actual Minecraft stuff. First we mine, then we craft. Minecraft. And I want to say right off the hop that I am by no means a Minecraft expert. I have played the game casually but have never gotten really into it, and I know next to nothing about the lore. I know just about as much as any other casual player would, and the rest came secondhand from my younger brother who was obsessed with the game and all the lore growing up. He had the books, he watched countless YouTube videos, played it endlessly, he had the t-shirts, and knew his shit pretty well. So that's where my analysis is coming from. Truth be told, I thought they did a damn fine job at bringing the world of Minecraft to life. From the looks of the visual effects, to the endless references, to the incorporation of the lore, and I actually kind of admire the way they didn't bother to over-explain how this world and everything in it works. Like, yeah, you punch or smash anything and everything around you, which then turns into floating materials that you can grab and then use by pointing your finger. Oh, and everything is a cube or made of cubes. I like that because, to me, most movies nowadays feel the need to dive way too deep into every little detail and spoon-feed the audience everything, which can often be super annoying. Oh, and I can't forget about the inclusion of the many memes and community jokes that have popped up over the years and have had incredible staying power. Plus, there was one nod in particular that a lot of fans loved and appreciated, which was, of course, the reference to the late content creator known as Technoblade, who sadly passed away back in 2022. So to try and tie this all together in terms of story, characters and character arcs, meaningful messages or themes, a good villain, or anything resembling a thought-provoking question, forget about it. But, in my humble opinion at least, you can tell that everything is absurd, batshit crazy, and completely nonsensical entirely on purpose. And so I was entertained. Like, you can tell the difference between movies that are unintentionally funny, or the jokes are so bad they come back around and kind of land, and this type of movie, where everything feels so intentionally nuts, like a fever dream of some sort. There is simply no way the actors involved were taking this seriously. They were just having a good time, and that made me have a good time. Plus, a big part of my enjoyment for this movie comes from the theater experience I got to have. It was the very first showing of the movie at my local theater, and it was jam-packed. I'm talking a sold-out show, which rarely happens here anymore. The crowd was absolutely buzzing and was filled with young kids eager to see their favorite game come to life, and plenty of other folks who I'm sure were well versed in the lore and knew what to expect. There were kids in full Minecraft get-ups. They had their creeper stuffies, their Minecraft popcorn buckets and toys, and it was honestly so refreshing and truly electric. Like, we just don't get many big come-together movies all that often anymore. Then to top it off, the 3 or 4 rows behind me and the folks I was with were lined with kids about the high school age, maybe some a little younger and a little older, and they were hamming it up, but in a good way. Not like some of the TikToks and stuff you're seeing where people are destroying the theaters. That's obnoxious. Don't do that shit. So, not during the movie, mind you, but when the movie first started, they got everyone cheering, and when the credits rolled, they had the whole theater clapping, screaming, and cheering. And then again, when the post-credit scene hit, they got everyone freaking out. And I won't lie, the folks I went with and myself joined in while absolutely laughing our asses off at how absurd the whole thing was. I found it to be harmlessly hilarious and actually kind of special because it made the younger audience around them just light up. Like, they were so excited and it was truly kind of heartwarming. So, like, how could I not have a good time? If you're trying to take this movie seriously in any way, shape, or form, trying to critically analyze it, overthink it, dissect it, or learn something from it, don't. You're wasting your time and money by seeing and reviewing this movie. It's simply not made for you. A lot of big media outlets that covered this movie have been deeming it the worst movie of 2025 so far, and I simply beg to differ. This is a very self-aware and self-referential movie made for the fans. Casual fans of the game, die-hard fans of the game, fans of the lore and additional materials, and fans of the memes. When viewing it from that perspective, they nailed it. I have yet to talk to a single person who is a Minecraft fan who knows their shit at least a little bit that didn't enjoy this movie. It was made solely for kids and the fans, and on that front, I wholeheartedly believe they succeeded. Don't agree with me? That's fine, but the proof is in the pudding. As of the recording of this video, the movie not only had the biggest opening day and domestic opening weekend at the box office for any video game adaptation ever, but doubled industry projections. Initially, and I mean as recently as the week of its release, it was projected to have a $150 million worldwide opening. It did that just domestically, and then went on to gross over $300 million worldwide. It grossed more domestically than Inside Out 2, which of course went on to make $1.7 billion, and open higher than the Super Mario Bros. Movie, which went on to make $1.36 billion. So, although critics might have panned it, and the audience scores are pretty divisive, money talks and people ate this movie up. Whether you loved it, tolerated it, hated it, walked out, posted a rant or rave video, this movie is doing numbers, and I have zero doubt it will continue going up and up, with a sequel likely already being planned. I think actually before I started recording this, I saw that they are planning one. In my mind, it's not a traditionally good movie by any stretch of the imagination, but if you're in the right mood and going with the right mindset like I did, knowing full well what you're getting into, you just might have a good time like I did. So that is all for today's video, folks. Be sure to let me know down in the comments below if you agree or disagree with my take on this particular topic. While you're at it, don't forget to let me know what you thought about a Minecraft movie. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Do you think it'll get a sequel? Did it live up to your expectations, if you had any expectations at all? Comment below and let me know. As a reminder, this is the revamped BamTube Movies, and it is your one-stop for everything movies. Be it video essays like this one, ranking videos, top 10s versus videos, tier list videos, I have it all and so much more, along with your daily nerdy news wrap-ups, where I keep you up to date on everything movies, gaming, and TV related. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that little bell icon, that way you don't miss a thing. As always, folks, I thank you all so very much for watching. Stay happy, healthy, and safe out there. From myself and the rest of the BamTube team, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time, and that's a wrap.